Sometime last year, McFarlane Toys acquired the rights to create collectible DC figures, and throughout this year, we've seen them trickle out a few waves and a few figures of DC characters. And so far, I think they've been off to a pretty good start, but now a new wave for this line of figures has been revealed to us, and they are based on the Batman Dark Knight's Metal storyline from the comics. So it's literally an all Batman wave, and they're all just different versions of Batman, but some of them look really cool. So I'm just gonna go over them and break down what we got here for these figures, starting off with, in my opinion, probably the coolest one here. And this is Batman from Earth 1. At least that's what it says from the description, because there's descriptions for each of these figures that I'm going to be going over. So it says, crashing into our world from the dark multiverse's Earth 1 comes a nightmarish fusion of the only two beings capable of stopping the Man of Steel, Doomsday and Batman. The Devastator is an all-powerful creature in which the unstoppable might of Doomsday is combined with the unmatched intelligence of Batman. So this is the Devastator, aka the Batman from Earth 1 in this storyline. And this just looks so cool. Todd McFarlane has said that he's not going to be doing the Build-A-Figure type thing with these lines of figures, but they'll still be making the bigger figures. They'll just be sold separately, and you can see that that's what they're doing here. This is a bigger figure, but it's not a Build-A-Figure. You don't have to buy all the figures in the wave to build this. You can just buy it for $20 on its own. So I think that's really cool, and this figure looks really cool as well. I mean, Who would have ever thought of a mixture of Doomsday and Batman? I know I didn't, but I like it. I mean, this just looks really cool. Yeah, very scary. He does not come with any accessories, but he does, of course, have the collector's card type thing with it, with the bio on the back and everything. So I like that about these figures because, like, for me, for example, like, I never read this comic storyline, so I don't know anything about these characters, but that's the cool thing about the little cards, is that you can read up on them, because it has a bio on the back and everything, so I like that. So yeah, definitely probably one of the cooler figures in this wave. But then we come up to the next one, which is also really cool, and this is the Batman from Earth 32. And it says, in DC's dark multiverse on Earth 32, the green light of will has twisted an angry Bruce Wayne into something very dark and sinister. After the murder of his parents in Crime Alley, young Bruce is gifted with a Green Lantern ring, which allows him to fly and to generate deadly hard light energy constructs. With no Alfred Pennyworth to guide him, he soon swallows his fear and pain and lets the void that remains corrupt him and the ring, unleashing a wave of darkness across the world, and now ours as the Dawnbreaker. So this is the Dawnbreaker, aka the Batman of Earth 32, and just like the combination of Batman and Doomsday, I really like this idea of Batman as a Green Lantern, and he just looks so cool. So I really like this, and this unlike the Dawnbreaker, which was this is the Dawnbreaker. The one before this, the Devastator, which was the Batman Doomsday one. This one actually does come with accessories, and you can see them there. There they are detached. Of course, it comes with the stand as well. I believe the Devastator also comes with the stand, but this figure of the Dawnbreaker comes with like some kind of Green Lantern energy construct. It looks like some kind of bat thing that will just wrap around his hand, so that's cool. I love the way this figure looks. I love the shade of green they used. I love the whole like armor part of it up around the shoulders and everything, and how the Lantern logo there really pops out over the Batman logo there. So that's really cool, and I love the way that looks. But now on to the next one, which is the Batman of Earth 44. So hailing from Earth 44 in the Dark Multiverse, this Dark Knight was born when an all-powerful AI program designed by Cyborg began to misinterpret its coding to homicidal ends. A cybernetic nightmare, the Murder Machine is a metallic mangling of the technological power of Cyborg and the tactical brilliance of Batman, formed by ever-changing nanobots. So again, another Batman other character combination, which is really cool. I love this idea. So this is like a combination of Batman and Cyborg, and he looks really cool. He does come with an accessory, of course, which is an alternate hand that's kind of like tentacles. I mean, that's kind of the way I can describe it here. It's, you know, they look like tentacles and they're like techie, I guess. I don't know. But this figure also looks really cool. I have to say the only complaint I have about it is how the bat symbol and the color on the shoulder pads are more orangish, where as you can see in the collector's card, it's more of a reddish color. So I would have much preferred if it was red on the figure rather than orange. But it still looks really good. So I love the way it looks. Of course, would prefer it to be more red, but it still does look very good. Then on to the final figure that was revealed here in these official promo photos. Here we have the Grim Knight, who is actually from the Batman Who Laughs comic. So, ripped from Batman's greatest nightmares, the Grim Knight is his world's most dangerous vigilante, unafraid to use any weapon and go to any lengths to stop those he deems worthy of death. Armed with the finest arsenal Wayne money can buy, he is now one of the deadliest Dark Knights in existence, second only to the Batman Who Laughs. Alright, so that's really interesting. So he is from the Batman Who Laughs comic, so he clearly has some kind of connection with the Batman Who Laughs, which we saw in the very first wave of these DC Multiverse figures from Todd McFarlane. So, I mean, that figure is really going to pair well with all these figures here, and that was actually the best-selling figure from that wave, so it's good to see that you'll have some other figures to go with that one. This figure is honestly the one I'm least interested from this wave, but it still looks really cool, because whereas all the other ones are like a combination of like Batman and Doomsday, or Batman and Green Lantern, or Batman and Cyborg, this one is literally just Batman with a bunch of weapons. So it's cool, but just not as cool as the other ones where it's like an amalgamation of characters. So he does come with multiple accessories here, multiple weapons. He comes with 2 different guns that he can actually hold in his hands, but then it looks like he also has a set of weapons that go specifically on his back. So those ones there that you can see behind him on his back, it looks like those are specifically for that, and that he cannot hold those in his hands. So, I mean, you can't hold them in his hands. At least that's what it looks like from these photos. But other than that, it looks good. I mean, looks pretty accurate to what we can see from the collector's card. So yeah, cool figure, just the least interested in this one. Now, on to Red Death. Now, the thing about this is that when these promo photos, like these official photos, were revealed today, this figure was not included. So it's really interesting because we know it's part of the wave because I don't know how long ago it was, but a while ago there were a bunch of leaked photos of prototypes of these figures, and it had all of these figures here that we already saw today in these official photos, but then it also had a picture of Red Death, which you can see here. So we know that Red Death is coming in this wave, but we just don't know why he wasn't revealed in these official promo photos. I mean, maybe he's not coming in the wave. Maybe he'll come in a different wave further down the line. But it's definitely really interesting to see why he's not in this one. Or at least wasn't revealed today. Because honestly, I think this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. Because this is an amalgamation of the Batman and the Flash. And I actually know a little bit more about this character because he's been rumored to be appearing on the Flash show on CW as of late. So I've done a little research on him to find out before he gets on there. So from what I've heard about this character, he seems really interesting, and I would love to get this figure of him. Just don't know if he's coming out in this wave or not, because for now it doesn't look like he is. So I'm a little confused why he wasn't revealed here, but like I said, he may be coming later down the line than these other figures. So anyways, guys, those were all the DC Multiverse Dark Knights Metal figures that were revealed to us for DC Multiverse. These are some really interesting looking figures. I don't think there's any release date as of yet. I mean, they may be up for pre-order, but I didn't see anything. So you can, I mean, if I do find them up for pre-order, I will leave a link to it down in the description just in case you want to check it out. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know all your thoughts on these figures down in the comments below. And also, what do you think is happening with the Red Death figure? Because I really don't know why it wasn't revealed here. So thanks so much for watching. Please remember to drop a like if you enjoyed this video and smash the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.